Recently, several school systems have considered eliminating flavored milk from the school lunch tray. Concerned about children's health, school nutritionists, policymakers, and parents are split over whether taking flavored milk out of schools is the right course of action. Is this a case of throwing the baby out with the bathwater? Joining us to take a look at flavored milk's role in schools is IDFA's President and CEO, Connie Tipton. Connie, welcome to Coffee with IDFA. Seems like a quick fix. Take flavored milk out, kids get fit. What's wrong with that logic?
Well, you know, with so much focus on healthy eating, I think it's really odd that they're making a movement to ban flavored milk in some school districts. Sure, I know flavored milk has about 40 calories more than white milk, but 70% of milk in schools is flavored milk. Virtually all of it's low fat and fat free. And maybe it's just me who thinks this is odd because of my 30-year career working for the dairy industry. But you know, in those years I've learned a lot about milk, that it's the top source of much needed calcium, potassium, vitamin D, and phosphorus in Americans' diets. It's also the top food source of protein, vitamin A, zinc for both children and teens. And it provides protein to help build lean muscles. Protein builds lean muscles, calcium builds bones. These are both very important for raising fit and healthy kids.
Many health professionals say that kids learn lifelong eating habits during their school years. Are you concerned that blocking access to flavored milk could prevent kids from enjoying the health benefits milk offers throughout their lives?
Absolutely. Milk consumption has been on a per capita decline through all of my 30 years with the industry. In the 1980s, Americans drank an average of 435 8-ounce glasses of milk a year, and in 2009 that had dropped to only 335 8-ounce glasses. That's less than one glass a day. I mean, that's not enough of those nutrients in your diet. So this drop-off in consumption is also occurring at younger and younger ages. We have a calcium crisis in the making with 90% of girls and 70% of boys not getting the recommended calcium intakes. And according to the Centers for Disease Control, 44 million Americans have low bone mass or osteoporosis, and that's a $19 billion price tag at hospitals and nursing homes. These are serious expenses and serious results from not getting the proper nutrients. Do you know that during teen years, half of your bone mass is formed and 15% of adult height is attained? So these are critical times for kids to get the right nutrients in their diet. And sure, there are other sources of calcium. For instance, you could have 2 1/4 cups of broccoli. That's the same calcium as an 8-ounce glass of milk. But I have 5 grandkids, and I don't see them eating a lot of broccoli. I have nothing against broccoli. I love broccoli. But, you know, I just don't think that's what's going to be in their diet every day. And we need to be very careful to keep those nutrients there.
Flavored milk opponents suggest that if you just give kids fat-free white milk, they will drink it. True or false?
Well, industry research in over 40 schools has shown that when you take the flavored milk out, kids don't drink just the plain white milk. You get a 35% drop across all kinds of different geographies, no matter what the demographics are in the school. You get on average a 35% drop. Sure, they put the milk on the tray, but about a third of it gets thrown away in the plate waste. So, you know, that's not doing the kids any good. And then a lot of people say, well, you know, they'll come back after a while, they'll start drinking the skim milk. Well, it doesn't happen. The research being continued, second year shows the same decline in milk drinking. So it's a formula really to take these things out of the kids' diets. Now, to replace the things that you would have in your diet, I mentioned broccoli, but you know, other things they might have are kidney beans, raw spinach, cooked salmon. Again, these are not things I see my grandkids eating on a frequent basis.
Though they are tasty.
Oh, sure. I have nothing against those things. It's not foods that kids readily consume.
What options do food service professionals have to include dairy, including flavored milk, in a healthy diet for growing kids?
Well, the industry is offering more and more products that have lower fat, lower sugar content, and you know, as we have an ability to do new formulations, you can really get a lot of nutrients without having the things that people are trying to be careful about. So it's important that that the schools take a look at this and talk with their milk suppliers about getting the best possible products they can get. Sugar is not the culprit in the average teen's diet. It's only flavored milk is not the culprit. It's only 2% of the sugar that an average teen's diet contains. So flavored milk is not what you should be throwing out. You need to work with your milk processors if you're a school and a school nutrition person, and make sure that you're getting those formulations, because our companies can meet the test.
That's great. So our companies are doing a good job trying to meet the needs of this
Absolutely.
children.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us today to talk about flavored milk in schools. We appreciate your time, and thank you too for joining us for Coffee with IDFA.